Sunshine, moonshine, hey now let's go! Welcome back to Valley Bar and Grill. We are thrilled to have some just incredible musicians here today, and I'm honored to do this fun show in our home here in Dover, New Hampshire. So, quick little story about our next guest. I was a little toddler over at the house over here in Dover on Broadway. They called it Dover Daycare. And there was a kid next to me, kept punching me on the side of the head, I think. And so I punched him back, and we became fast friends, punching each other. But in all reality, we became friends that far back at the Dover Daycare. And that friendship has kind of hung on for 47, 48 years. We're still here. My buddy Chris Lester, who's about to perform for you, is as good a musician as I've ever heard in my life. And I think I can honestly say that probably about the artists we're going to have here today. But Chris is near and dear to my heart, a special person in my life. And that friendship has grown years and years and years. He moved out to LA for a while. I followed him out there. We just have shared a great friendship. He's more like a brother than a friend. And he's a guitar geek, which I love because we talk about guitar wood, the knobs, the finish, the neck. Is Ace really coming back to Kiss? Who knows? But just, we love to talk about guitars. And we've talked about guitars our entire life. And he's just gotten so much better than me. But I love this guy, and he's a great musician, and I'm honored to have him in my home. And I just can't thank you enough, Chris. And I'll let you do your thing.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Randy Manford.
Isn't what I say, words gotten in the way. Maybe I found the screw that I've been missing all these years. No, I'm not thinking clear, and I don't always hear. Maybe I talk too much about myself when no one cares. Coffee and conversation, watching the world go up and down, passing the time and green that has arisen to the top, yeah. Watched you about a book, regretted the hour it took, and switching a channel to a day when you hear what I'm saying. Maybe we're not the same, the face in a picture frame, surrounded by kids and doubts, and somehow I just don't belong here. Coffee and conversation, watching the sun go up and down, passing the time and green that has arisen to the top yet. I'll live inside the moment later, and everything is fine now somewhere. In here to where is only, it's only human. It smells just like my failures. Who cares? Maybe I'll scratch the itch and drive my car in a ditch. Maybe I've come too far to call it quits and cash my chips in. Coffee and conversation, watching the sun go up and down, passing the time and green it hasn't risen to the top yet. Hasn't risen to the top yet.
Simple question. What's your first memory with an instrument?
Drumming. When I was like, honestly, probably pots and pans before that, but it was, yeah, I think it was hitting pots and pans around 3 years old. Yeah. I'm in trouble.
I am a space cadet. You're so down to earth. The universe is shrinking. We've got no place to run to. Close your eyes and fall asleep. No one will ever find us here. The past is gone, these days are over now. Safe from harm. Close your eyes and fall asleep. No one will ever find us here. Those days are gone, days are over now. You're safe from harm. Negative forces tugging at the seams, threaten to pull us apart. We've got no place to run to. Close your eyes and fall asleep. No one will ever find us here. These days are gone, days are over now. You're safe from harm. Close your eyes and fall asleep. No one will ever find us here. The past is gone, those days are over now. You're safe from harm. Satellites all around, reverse polarity crashing to the ground. Ran out of memory, the spinning wheel, system shutting down. Satellites all around, reverse polarity crashing to the ground. Ran out of memory, the spinning wheel, system shutting down. I am a space cadet, and you're so down to earth. Satellites all around, reverse polarity crashing to the ground. Ran out of memory, the spinning wheel, system shutting down. Satellites all around, reverse polarity crashing to the ground. Ran out of memory, the spinning wheel, system shutting down. Space Cadet.
Cool. Thank you, Chris Les.
influences. Anybody who you would say that influenced you that pays to your style now?
I think pretty much everything. Everything ended up in a goulash of music. I mean, it started off with Kiss is like the first thing I kind of remember, which is being crazy Kiss. You know, it was the '70s. So, then that was like Van Halen with the Van Halen, and that got me off the drums.
Well, yeah,
exactly. So that was '79 that I had my first concert with Van Halen, and then you know, it was Zeppelin, it was Beatles, Queen.
Yeah, nice.
And now with Failure and Queens of the Stone Age.
Well, I'm so I didn't know.
Well, now you have to go check it out.
Now I have to go look it up.
Yeah.
One of the things Chris Lester and I have talked about ad nauseum through the last 50 years is guitars. I love them. And I'm not real great at playing them, but I love them. I always want them to be a part of my life and around any house I live in. And Billy Gibbons happens to be a hero of mine as a guitar player. And prior to knowing John Boland, the guy who builds Billy Gibbons guitars, which I thankfully do now, Chris Lester stepped up and said, I think I could build one of those for you. And so we got some pieces and parts together from here, there, and everywhere. And Chris put this replica together of a Billy Gibbons guitar that I loved and still love. And actually I love it more because my friend put it together for me and made it with its own mojo. So I love this guitar. It's as if anyone knows anything about guitars, this is a Telecaster that's kind of a hybrid with the humbucker and the relic job and everything. It's actually a very new guitar. It's only probably 3 years old, maybe 4. I love to play it. It's very meaningful because my friend was kind enough and obviously talented enough to put the darn thing together.
This one's called Bumper Sticker. Empty pictures swallowed in minutes. Tell it all so I can give it to. We can swim inside my water bed. I only waited anyway. You know it's hard to say goodbye to you. This loss is hard to say hello. And maybe time will let the truth be known. It doesn't matter anyway. There's some things you say would never work. While you're driving to the countryside, I bet he never did amount to much. I only spend it anyway. You know it's hard to say goodbye to you. This loss is hard to say hello. Maybe time will let the truth be known. It doesn't matter anyway. Minutes later, I will fade back to the ground, screaming, you won't hear me. I make Warhol very proud. No, it's time to say goodbye to you. This loss is hard to say hello. And maybe time will let the truth be known. Doesn't matter anyway. The bumper sticker says it better than I. The bumper sticker says it better than I. The bumper sticker says it better than I. The bumper sticker says it better than I.
Yes.
That's it.
The last question, if you were stuck with one band for the rest of time or the rest of your days, what would it be?
Oh, like a band that's already
Or
huge?
solo artist, band, any one of your choice.
The one that's already existed.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one that hasn't come along yet.
Yeah, It's tough. It'd either be probably the Beatles or Queen, just because those guys covered everything. So
Yeah.
it's like you can't really get bored in that band unless you're
Right.
an idiot. So, although I think some of them did get bored in that band, but so I'm not sure what I just said.
Jake,
All right. And you want to do any plugs for social media where people can find your music?
ChrisLester.me. That's got
ChrisLester.me?
everything on it. It's got my dates, got some recordings on there.
Nice,
some other
yeah.
stuff, photos. Yeah,
Cool.
it's all good.
that's awesome. Chris Lester, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
People can say opinionated conversations about anything in life. I've never met a person who didn't like music. And I don't think that gets talked about enough, and not on a deep level, but just how important music is to people. And everybody, whether you love country, rap, rock, blues, I don't care. It's super important, and it's a great unifier versus divide. I like how music unifies people and makes you feel good. So thanks, Chris. That's awesome. I encourage people, pay it forward. The first thing to get cut in a budget is music and art, and it's all the same arts. So if you have a few extra bucks, or you go in your closet, maybe you have an old guitar, get it cleaned up, take it to Ralph's House of Tone, and donate it, because there's a kid out there who can't afford a guitar, or a trumpet, or drums, or like any of the other stuff we talked about today. And I'd love to see that happen. I'd love to see people pay that stuff forward, because some of my buddies are still playing music 40 some years later professionally, and that's how they pay their bills. It's pretty cool. Where is everybody? Is everybody gone?